Hello Dragons, and welcome to the April edition of Inside the Dragons. In this edition you will see students in the STEMi trailer where the innovation was unbelievable. The students loved it and couldn't get enough. Also you'll see the Lake Orion High School Career Day unfold, and the number of students that were able to see professionals across the country was amazing. Oakview got to experience not only how to plant trees, but they actually got to plant some trees with guidance from the professionals. What a great opportunity for our students. Also, the Carpenter Day of Service was this month, and the teachers helped the students beautify the Carpenter Elementary campus. And lastly, our Pine Tree Center Acceptance is Awesome Field Day was held, and that was just a great event to be part of, a great event to witness, and we're so thankful for all the work that our staff did this month. Thank you, and go Dragons!
The Lake Orion Community Schools continues to put a great emphasis on STEM education within the district curriculum. With 3 district STEM coaches supporting both teachers and students, the commitment is there every day to enhance the science, technology, engineering, and math concepts, preparing Dragons for the future. Oakland Schools has shown a similar commitment to STEM, outfitting a semi-truck trailer with STEM projects and opportunities for students to visit as an in-district field trip. The truck is spending a week in each of the Oakland Schools districts for classes to learn and experience in a hands-on manner.
Remote control. They look like RC cars, remote control cars. Is that what you were gonna say? Would you believe me if I told you they were self-driving cars?
Do they have magnets in them outside they won't crash?
Should we figure out how they work? Yeah. We're gonna do that. Now, those things over there, have you guys ever seen a 3D movie?
Yeah.
What if you got to create like the 3D things? Would that be pretty cool?
Yeah.
All right.
LOCS guided 450 fourth grade students through the trailer with their classes over the course of a week.
They have the opportunity to experience some augmented reality with some VR glasses, autonomous vehicles, robotic arms, and even some Z-Space, which allows them some 3D modeling aspects. These are opportunities that are typically at the science centers, opportunities that I'd love to see more in our classrooms here at Lake Orion. We are starting to see some of these implemented, so just to get kids excited about the possibilities.
As each class came through the trailer, their interaction with the various stations allowed them to understand the concepts and work in small groups, so each student had a chance to test out each item.
4th grade in science, kids study things like the concept of energy, mechanics, waves, coding. So it seemed like it was a real natural fit for this grade level in terms of what they're covering in their science curriculum. Yes, absolutely. I mean, this is technology that's industry grade. This is what's being used right now commercially and in industry. And so to have our kids have this experience as young as they are, I think it really just opens up the possibility to what they could do with a future career.
In mid-April, Lake Orion High School conducted a career day to offer students opportunities and education about future possibilities. While LOHS has held a career day in the past, featuring a small group of upper-class students, this year's career day was much more ambitious and comprehensive.
And we had over 2,200 students participating in over 16 different presentations. And these presentations were hosted and given by national presenters. So they're coming from kind of east to west. We had one from Washington, D.C. We've had some from Seattle, some from Georgia, and they're kind of coming from everywhere. And because they're all virtual, all of our students got to participate and gain the knowledge from that they had to pass on. We took the 5 top industry leading professions in Oakland County, and then we branched down from there, became more specific, somewhere from veterinary medicine to road construction to autonomous vehicles. So we had quite an array of different topics for the students to choose. We split the students up into groupings where one of the group one classroom of the group were able to speak directly to the presenter. So there was question and answer at the very end. So there was interaction because it was live. And then unfortunately the other, few rooms were satellite. They weren't able to speak to the presenter, but we did have one full class for each of the 16 presentations who were talking back and forth with our presenter.
By using the technology of the smartboards, students were able to connect with the national presenters and find out information about industries and professions that may be unfamiliar to them. While it only lasted for one period of the school day, having all students engaged at the same time showed the commitment to providing the opportunities for students of all grades, not just juniors and seniors.
I was expecting more so a lot more hands-on things or more just talking about their personal experience, but I liked how they talked about their education and where they went and what they would recommend doing for field and more so all that stuff. I would like to go into SR talent acquisitions for project managing or just being a medical director in general. I definitely was listening to what colleges they recommend and what I should do if I wanted to go into the field of STEM. I feel like that was very useful information. I feel like virtually they were able to cover more things with more comfort and speed. It's also, I feel, though the internet does make it a bit more difficult, it is easier to connect and have a more wider array of audience.
Administrators hope exposing students to a variety of career options will benefit them moving forward as they select their high school classes and look toward the future. At Oakview Middle School, as spring arrived, so did the opportunity to enhance their school grounds. After applying for a grant from the DTE Foundation, Oakview was gifted more than 10 mature trees to line its driveway, from the street to the school. Fittingly, they were planted on Arbor Day, on April 29th.
When you come up with and share the idea that we're going to have somebody come and donate all this, couldn't happen unless we had an extremely supportive central office, and everything has just been wonderful about this project. When Mr. Mansour brought it up, I just thought the idea of planting the trees, they represent the strength and endurance and wisdom. You're planting your roots here. I want our students to know that you will always have roots here. Oakview is a very special place because of students like you, because of our wonderful staff, and I think that as visitors come up our entrance and they see all the trees and what they represent, it just is a visual representation, a visual reminder of everything that we stand for here at Oakview.
I've planted hundreds of trees in my life, and one of the reasons I plant trees is it's a forward-thinking, forward-looking thing. To plant a tree whose shade you wouldn't enjoy, you're planting it for the kids who are little babies now, and they're going to be in Oakview in 10 or 12 years, and these trees are going to be 15, 20 feet tall, and they'll pick up the trash around the trees that you guys planted.
Absolutely.
As the only school in Michigan to receive the grant, the staff and students were able to be a part of the planting process, as the staff from Relief, Michigan explained the process and demonstrated the planting.
The ground, and we're going to roll her in just like this. All right, so watch that go up. You don't want your face.
Each of the steps was shared in great detail, as the 40 Oakview students watched and learned before getting their own chance to get dirty.
I wanted to be a part of it because every year I do planting with trees, and I like to help out at any possible time I can.
Yes, and
trees are starting to get cut down more and more often, and less are being grown, so it's a great opportunity to start planting some trees.
It's pretty exciting for Oakview. It's like a big step up. It means we're doing good for the world,
Yeah, cleaning the air, because there's a lot of factories and the smoke and stuff like that.
It's making this place look even better than it already is.
When Carpenter Elementary received a new bus loop behind the school with the bond improvements, the area took on a new shape. With an outdoor classroom area, the chance to utilize it called for some enhancements. The Positivity Project leadership team of students met and determined beautifying those outdoor spaces would be a great opportunity for the school's day of service. As the younger grades worked on smaller projects around the school, the 5th grade classes spent their time spreading mulch and laying gravel to smooth the path to the learning space.
We are helping clean up and going over everything and putting new mulch down. And yesterday, we laid out rocks with Miss Meehan, and everyone helped paint, so we could lay it down up there. We started coming up with ideas on how to help outside, and we came up with all these ideas to go over everything. Rocks, mulch, pebbles. Mrs. West, what do we do if we just to help? I think it'll just make it really nice for going forward. I think more people will come out here and do more stuff out here outside, because mostly for the past 2 years, no one really came out here to do stuff.
With the teachers and even Principal Adam Weldon working with the students, the values of the Positivity Project were on display, showing how the school lives up to the P2 principles. April was Autism Awareness Month, and with Pine Tree Center as one of Oakland County's student autism centers, there was a special residence for the students. To celebrate, the students and the whole school population, Pine Tree hosted an Acceptance is Awesome field day with a bounce house, chalk drawings, outdoor games, and ice cream sundaes. All of the students were able to enjoy.
We're celebrating the end of Autism Acceptance Month, and so therefore we have brought everybody together. All of the classes are paired up with different classes from upstairs and downstairs, and then all the kids are rotating through stations. One of our students from Phases is the DJ, and then we rented the bounce house, and we have lawn games and sensory bins, so there's a little bit of something for all kids to enjoy.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next month. Go Dragons.
Inside the Dragons is produced by the Lake Orion Community Schools in partnership with Orion Neighborhood Television. For up-to-date news and information about the Lake Orion Schools, visit our website at lakeorionschools.org and watch us on Comcast Educational Access Channel 22 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99.